Now let's consider the investment attractions of famous brands. Okay, now we all know what this one is. It's got the Steers and the Wimpies and the Tashes and the Vovotellos and about 150 other brands that it's hoovered up over recent years. But it is building a food services business because, as you can imagine, with all of those restaurants, the opportunity to capture more margin by manufacturing your own patties or your own tomato sauce, your own cheese, your own chips is enormous. 14.8 billion rands worth of market cap, price to earnings ratio 27.45, dividend yield of 2.73. People worry that the fast food industry in this country is overtraded because the foreigners like Burger King and McDonald's and all of them keep coming here. But that doesn't seem to be apparent in their earnings. They keep trading at record levels.
I agree. I think there definitely are some questions when it comes to saturation. Not only the international brands. I mean, we've seen Spur with Rocco Mamas. I mean, that's a great success and I think a big threat to the Spur business.
Yeah.
But I think that's more contained in your quick service restaurants, where in their casual dining segment, I think that market is still quite
So quick
open.
service is where you don't really necessarily sit down.
Sure.
Casual dining is more where you park off and you can have a drink.
That's it. You have a tablecloth, you have a waiter, you have some glasses of wine, especially in your Tasha's restaurants.
Luxury.
That's it, where your quick service restaurants also
So
tend to
you
be
like the part of famous brands that is doing that stuff?
Well,
Think the
I
margins
like both,
Yeah.
but I just think that there's more opportunity for growth within the casual dining space, and I think that's why we've seen them acquiring those brands. I mean, Tasha's
Yes.
Turn and Tender is very popular.
And they bought half of that new business, which is a Chipotle knockoff, which is Mexican salsa grill or whatever it is.
That's it.
Yeah,
So I
that
think
could be big.
management's keeping their eye on consumer trends. I mean,
Yeah.
we know how big the Mexican food services is in America. I mean, it's very popular, so it's a great management team, and I think that just speaks once again.
Kevin Hedderwick, Darren Healy,
That's it. I mean,
good operators.
they got their eye on the ball. They know what the consumer trends
Yeah.
are, and I think they'll capitalize.
So what they've done so far, as I know, they've got like a patty thing. They buy a lot of pork products and manufacture them out in Middelburg. They bought like a semi-defunct tomato paste manufacturer at Kucha. Got that for like nothing, which bolted onto the cheese plant in the same area they'd bought already. That's to make the slices that go into everything. And the most recent deal was to buy the chip manufacturer. You may not know, of course, that there's something about disease or something. So they grow a lot of potatoes out in like Lambert's Bay and so on in the Western Cape. And then they pre-prepare everything so that it gets delivered like in a plastic bag to each of the stores, and all they have to do is pour it into the boiler.
There we go. Make their own ice cream as well. Bake their own bread. So it's essentially extracting as much value on that chain as they can. And that's where they really excel, is at the manufacturing and distribution
So
side.
in a way, they're almost trying to take business away from the likes of Bidcorp in the form of the food services business. But I don't know. Do they do all of the trucking themselves as well, the famous
They do.
brands guys?
So they have a very big distribution business. But I think where the models differ is that famous brands obviously manufacture and distribute for their own brands.
Yes, not at this point for anyone else.
Sure, where a Bidcorp would look at a variety of brands and sell that on to a larger client base.
Okay. Share chart though looks good. In recent weeks, it's surged up to a new all-time high, which is very good news because we own some of these. And it's just a story of earnings delivery and constant ongoing success. And at their current scale, really, there's plenty of scope for growth. Not only here in this country, but also in the other neighboring countries and other regions where they've expanded to. So we're hot on this one?
Definitely hot.
Yeah, good. Good stock to own.